What is up, guys? This is Grey Worm in the future because this video has actually been sat on my Adobe Premiere Pro for about a month. Sadly, because of fighting, because of KVK grinding, real life holidays, and just all kinds of other excuses I could yap about, I couldn't get this video out. But also for the past week, I've actually had this video just sat on my YouTube content studio because YouTube won't let me upload it. And the reason why, from what I've gathered, is that it is essentially a too big of a video and there's server issues with very big videos right now. So essentially I had to cut this video into two. The first video is essentially the 2489 account in one video and his KVK2 video, which I say it's a KVK1 account, but it's a KVK2 account in another video. And I hope you guys enjoy. Keep in mind that there are a lot of moving pictures and flashes in my intros. So if you want to skip that, make sure to go ahead and skip that about a minute or so. Thank you guys and hope you guys enjoy. What is up, guys? And this is Grey Worm back again with another account review. And honestly, I feel like we are morphing into an account review channel, not the actual content that I've always dreamed of. But trust me, guys, I am just doing this so that we could remain active and I could actually improve on my editing and a lot of other factors. So this is not lazy or just boring content. This is going to be a lot of fun because we have another absolute Kraken account review. Actually, we have two accounts by the same owner who actually has multiple other accounts. However, we are just focusing on two accounts for the time being. And you could already see that this account is going to be insanely strong because if you look at the top right, there is 3 million gems loaded on this account just as of right now. This is going to be an insane account review because this is going to be the SOC Season of Conquest account from none other than SuperCow. We also have his KVK2 account that we will be reviewing in the second part of this video. So If you just want to see that, make sure to go down in the timestamps and skip ahead. But this account is insane because at 229 million power, he has 111.7 billion kill points with an autarch of 6 times named as an autarch award winner with 9 KVK participations and the most units killed in a single KVK, 906 million units, only having to heal 627 million units, and his most amounts of deaths in a KVK is 18.7, almost 18.8 million troops, which is absolutely insane. We already talked about the top right with 3 million gems spent. He doesn't seem to be gemming the action points for this account, but still absolutely insane. When they look at the more info, obviously it's going to be higher than 99.8% of governors in this kingdom, with his commanders at 99.6%, his equipment at 99.8%, and his armaments at 99.8%, with his highest power ever being on this account, 513 million power with 221 million deads. That's an insane amount of deads. 885,000 victories and 37,000 defeats. This is a really, really good account. They look at his SVIP, and this account is only 2,143 days old. And obviously, what do you expect? This is SVIP. I mean, what do you expect? Anything else? With all kinds of VIP loaded in his bag. This is absolutely amazing. A little bit of gems, not too much. I want to see how much resources is in his bag. I don't know if I should, because long story short, I don't want to show 93, our fighting capabilities, but it doesn't really matter because, lots of people have lots of farms that they could get resources from, so it's not a huge deal. While SuperCow is loaded on resources. In terms of speed ups, he has a lot, and sadly, I can't really show you. I'm going to show you his building and research speed ups because who cares? 3,200 days of building speed ups, 2,700 days of research speed ups. Sadly, you will not be able to see his training, healing, and universal speed ups, but it is quite a good amount of speed ups, especially being in 2489. He will definitely get a lot more, and I imagine he's a very big spender. 229 million power. 3 million gems. He's a big spender at the end of the day. Let's look at his equipment. And his equipment, I could already tell you it's going to be insane, but just looking at it right now, it looks absolutely insane. Oh wow, this should be such an insane account. This is going to be an insane account. He has a lot of materials actually, so he can craft. He actually did do a couple crafting sessions, I'm guessing, because he doesn't really have any material choice chests. He just has a lot of materials through here, like raw materials. In terms of armaments, he has opened a lot of his chests recently. I can already imagine he's going to have a lot of pretty solid armaments. Very solid armaments. Look at this. A lot of inscriptions not being used. I wish I had any of these. I would love these, but these aren't necessarily amazing. However, he does have 2 special inscription armament converters. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. He does have the Korean version. This account is the Korean version. So as you can see, you could collect a daily special offer. I think, well, I know for a fact that he has dropped a lot of his bags, so it's not loaded as normally I'm guessing it would be. Of course, he has flex scripts as well. I think he bought a couple gold chests yesterday, as a matter of fact. Let's see his gold heads, which I could never find on this. I swear, never be able to find. He does have Imperial Scrolls. Wow, he still has those. Gold heads, 5,900 gold heads. Oh my god, that's crazy. He doesn't have any tickets, it seems. It seems like he used all of his tickets on this past will for Kangam Chan. Sadly, I can't see the will. The will was already gone, but who cares about that? Let's see his marches real fast. He uses QSHYSG, Z Alherman, Baichi with Wallace, Ragnar with Scipio, well, Scipio with Ragnar, Luce with CJ. Very interesting. I'm guessing this Huo, well, I'm pretty sure this Huo with Minamoto is for fort rallies or something. He has Arthur, Philip, and those seem like those main marches. He does use Luce Alex as well. He does have Kangam Chan and Achilles, so where do we look at that? He does have Hector. I do want to see what's on his wall. He uses Hero with YSS. I'm wondering if he will convert. He does have Wait, does he have Lapu Lapu? I guess we'll check. I don't think that was Lapu Lapu. I don't know. This is the siege commander. Head on. Okay, let's look at this legendary and let's go down. Oh wow. Wow, he has a lot. He has a lot of max commanders. He does have Achilles expertise. He has Hector expertise. He doesn't have a lot in terms of some commanders that could be useful, but he is, I'm guessing, a field player. Definitely a field player. Doesn't have a lot of rally commanders expertised. A lot of field commanders expertised. Does he have Lapu Lapu? I don't see Lapu Lapu unless I'm totally blind. Chat, am I blind? He doesn't have Matthias. Doesn't have what, Casimir? I'm sure he could extradite Casimir with the chest, right? I don't see Lapu Lapu actually, so we'll it's not a big deal. Who cares about that? Because we're going to be looking at his equipment. I can already imagine how many crits, how high level awakens he has. Let's see. Of course, a fully level 5 equipment set for his main infantry commander, Bai Chi. Level 5 Helm of the Conqueror. Level 5 Hammer of the Sun and Moon. Wow, that's insane. This is insane set. He also runs Saddle of 1,000 Blessings. This is crit and level 3. Wow. Wow. Okay, that's actually insane. Alongside, he has Greatest Glory, crit and level 3. Oh my god, that's insane. This is actually insane for Baichi. This would actually be insane for Baichi. Wow. I would be scared of this Baichi on field. Wow. Then for QSH, he obviously has a fully maxed level 5 crit archer set. He runs the 6-piece Dragon Breath set instead of KVK Home and KVK Weapon. However, he does have a level 3 War Drums with an archer crit, and then he runs a Ring of a Doom with an archer crit as well. Insane. This is very good stuff. I mean, the 6-piece set on QSH is really strong. I'm guessing it should be similar with this ZL. It is the exact same. However, he runs a level 5 crit Horn of Fury alongside level 3 crit Ring of Doom. He loves these level 3s accessories. Wow, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Let's look at his second infantry equipment, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. He doesn't run the 4-piece set for the march speed. However, all level 5 and all crit second set of infantry gear. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm wondering if he would ever convert this Shio's Return and swap it to the Eternal Empire boots just for the 10% march speed as well. But I mean, with level 5 she has returns, does it really matter? I mean, Luce is pretty slow, but this is beautiful. He has another war drum, level 3 and crit for infantry, and yet again another Horn of Fury, level 3 and crit. Wow. Wow, I mean, he loves Karak drums. What is that? The second Karak drums? Beautiful. And his cavalry gear is just as stunning. Not a level 5 KVK helmet or weapon. However, those take a long time. And I'm guessing he prioritized the crits rather than iconic levels, because this is still beautiful. Loved it. I absolutely love it. With Ring of the Doom level 3 and crit, and Horn of Fury level 3 and crits. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is going to be such an amazing march. I'm guessing he'll use Arthur Phillip because I see Kangam Chan, and I'm guessing he will expertise Kangam Chan, especially since we're going to have 2 more wills before fighting starts for 2489. Let's see the rest of the gear, because I think he has more than 7 sets of armor. I want to say pretty easily that he definitely does, because let's look at his third infantry march and its equipment. Is there be Ragnar? It's not all level 5, however, it is level 5 where you need it, and that's with the sturdy boots of the Eternal Empire. He is running on this set, the 6-piece set for Eternal Empire, which is interesting. However, it can give you the ability, these boots with this Luce march. So then you have the 4-piece set. However, this is still beautiful, still amazing. Working on the crits, actually, both are at 50%, so it does make sense. Still, with a level 3 iconic crit Ring of Doom and a level 3 iconic crit Concealed Dagger. That's actually insane. That is absolutely mental. Let's go and look at his head-on march. I'm not a big fan of Siege, chat. I'll be honest. I don't like Siege, but with Gaja Amada, he doesn't have a full set of Legendary. At least not yet, because he is working on it. I'm guessing not a huge priority, because Siege isn't necessarily a huge priority. But what? He has the Immolating Plume, which, if you don't know, gives a 50% chance to increase the damage by 30% for range commanders. It's kind of crazy. He went for the accessory rather than any other equipment. Now, I'm not a huge Siege fan, so I don't know if that is the way. However, that's still insane to be able to craft that for this march. And we'll see if you actually use this march. I think you can see. Let's actually see if he does use this march. 7.7 million kills. When did he max it? He used... Oh, I'm guessing he used the will. Obviously, he used the will. Unless this is a MGE, I'm not entirely sure. He maxed it, oh, quite a while ago. He doesn't really use it, so of course the equipment's not going to be amazing. Because, I mean, look at the other equipment that he has. Of course, he's using those marches more than this Siege march. And let's go. I don't know if this is already have equipment. Is it? No, it's not. But I think the Kangam Chan will. I think it does have equipment. Oh my god. Oh my god. Level 5 crit Sacred Dominion. Level 1 and crit Pride of the Khan. But level 5 everything else except for the boots, which doesn't need to be level 4 or level 5, because why would you want more march speed on your cavalry commanders? It doesn't make sense. But level 3 is perfect, absolutely perfect for these Hellish Wasteland boots. But you see again, level 3 crit accessories, this time on his Kangam-chan, it is the concealed dagger. I wonder if this will in the future be converted towards a war drum, another war drum, because that would be really nice. Or else the combo damage accessory, since that would be really, really powerful for this march. However, you also see the Horn of Fury. That is going to be absolutely busted, especially depending on his armaments, which let's find out. I'm actually really interested. Let's see if he has, oh, of course, he does have another set of leadership gear for his Nevsky, another Sacred Dominion, some Warhelm of the Hellish Wasteland gear, gloves. This is a 4-piece set right here, but it's all in leadership, which is a bit weird. However, he does have another war drums. I wonder, does he have, he does have a leadership set. I didn't see this. He has the Vengeance. He hasn't really leveled this up too much. He does have a couple refines here and there, but I mean, still more crits than my entire account on this one march, and it's very good. I'm guessing he will be leveling this up, but I'm guessing he doesn't really use this apart from Canyon, so why be bothered? And of course, I mean, of course, does it have Windswept? Wow, absolute noob. No, I'm joking. This account is insane, especially with these two extra legendary equipment sets. That's insane. So he has what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sets of different equipment. Of course, some of them aren't as good as his main ones. However, they are still pretty good. I want to see what his Kangam-chan is. It's a 5511. So I'm guessing he'll definitely be able to max this before KVK, especially through the wills. So that's going to be absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and stop yapping and look through the armaments. I mean, who wouldn't think that he would have such an absolutely insane pincer formation? Oh my god. Of course, obviously, 4 legendary inscriptions, obviously, along with 4.8% attack, because he has, I'm guessing, focused or liked the march speed for infantry, because it's at 5.3%, along with a 10.3% infantry defense, 2.4% infantry health, and 5.7% all damage. I want to see this. There has to be a couple of 2%. Yeah, 2% all damage. No all damage. That's a march that gives health. 1.7% all damage. And then 2% all damage. That's insane. Absolutely insane set of armaments. His wedge formation for archers obviously has 4 legendary inscriptions, 5.8% march speed, 11.5% health, 5.6% defense. Took the march speed rather than the defense, which actually for QSH is, I would argue, is ideal, because you want that attack for QSH, which his attack at 11.3%, absolutely insane. I'm wondering if he will ever try to do all damage on this march, but absolutely insane. Let's look at his second set of armaments for his Zuge Leon, which isn't a full legendary set of inscriptions. However, this is still beautiful. 2 legendaries, 11.6% of health. That's actually so much right there. That is a lot of health. 11.3% attack, 8.2% defense with 1.8% march speed. You got to love march speed on your archers. They're so slow, especially Ziao. Very, very slow. Let's look at Liu Che with another second set of pincer formation for his account, with 2 legendaries being Airtight and Toppler, the best inscription for this pincer formation, along with 2 blues, raider, and rattling with a fit, which gives 3.5% health. I'm guessing the fit is on raider, which it is. 1.8% all damage, 9.6% infantry health, 11.6% defense, 8.3% attack, a little bit low because of the 3.4% march speed. I think he loves march speed. I mean, who wouldn't when your marches are slow? I mean, these archer and infantry marches are just slow. Who would not love march speed? And speaking of march speed, we're switching over to cavalry with Arthur and looking at his delta formation. 3 legendaries and 1 blue with 3.8% all damage, 10% of attack and defense. This is beautiful. I mean, Steel Skin, Butterfly, and Thrasher, those are the ones you want. Of course, you want Relentless, but this is quite hard to find. But also, having Watchmen isn't a horrible thing to have for this inscription. I mean, double inscription, how could you go wrong? This is beautiful. Beautiful first delta formation sets. Absolutely love it. Next, I'm guessing to his wedge for infantry. I wonder what this looks like. He does have another hunter, just a random hunter with 3 blues. Absolutely amazing. 3% all damage, 6.3% march speed, 5.2% attack, 11% defense, 6.3% infantry health. Of course, this all damage is missing a little bit, but this is quite good. This is quite good for a 3rd infantry march. I mean, how could you complain with 3 blues and a legendary for his inscriptions? That's beautiful. Beautiful. I want to see. I'm guessing it's not to be perfect. It's not perfect because the V formation isn't his formation that he is going for. He's going for the other ones because siege isn't that important. But 5.7% march speed, can't go wrong with that. 10% attack, 10% health, and a 5% defense. Not too bad, especially with 3 blues and 2 common inscriptions. Wondering if those 2 common inscriptions are together. Yes, they are. They are. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And just another set of wedge infantry. I don't know if this is being insane. Of course. I mean, he doesn't even use this as a primary, I'm guessing. I don't know. But with crazed boiling blood, Defiance not the best, but still 3 extra blues just to throw on a random commander. Absolutely beautiful with 1.7% march speed, 11.5% defense, very high, 1.5% all damage, and 8.2% attack with 8.2% health. That is insane. I want to see his second set of delta formation. Oh my God, just when you think it couldn't get better, this is actually his first set for delta formation, just on a commander that is less power because he's only 5'1", Oh my God, 3.8% all damage, 5.3% cavalry health, 12.7% cavalry defense, 10.3% cavalry attack. I mean, I don't know if I said this, but I'm saying this again. With 4 legendary inscriptions. Oh my God, this is insane. This delta formation is insane. I love it. This Kangam Chan is going to cook. Absolutely cook in KVK. I'm so happy he's here. I want to see his Cav wedge formation. It has to be with blues. It's with 1 blue, boiling blood. Not. Oh wow, that's a loss of health. 13.1% health. That's all of these being 3%. So that's actually really high. That's almost maxed out in terms of health. That's almost maxed out in terms of health. Let's see his echelon formation. Obviously, with 3 blues and Desperado, this is not horrible. Oh, it's actually wedge formation. He doesn't use echelon. I wonder why. I don't know if he cares enough to convert this over to echelon, but 3 blues on it isn't too bad, especially if he just uses this for Canyon. I do want to see if he just has another random wedge cav formation. I was hoping to see if he has March speed, but it doesn't appear like it. So one thing that, I should help over here. We'll just do what he did right there. One thing I do want to look at is his armaments, if I can. All right. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He only has 20 legendary inscriptions, which I think puts him up close to some of the biggest Krakens with the most special inscriptions on a single account. I think the most is definitely Attilode with like 40, or it's like 30 or 40, I forget. And then right underneath is Hope and Wildline. But this is insane. 20 is, I mean, a lot. That's like 4 times as many as I have. That's insane. Rare inscriptions. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 45 rare inscriptions. That's insane. If the Armament event does come, because I'm not spreading misinformation, because I have no idea if it's coming or what even it is. If it comes to the game, 44 rare inscriptions is going to get him quite a lot of special inscriptions. Depending if there's no limit, I have no idea. This is going to be insane. Oh my god, 45 inscriptions, 45 rare inscriptions. That's insane. I didn't look at his skins. I feel bad. I didn't look at the skins. I totally skipped on the skins. Let's go ahead and look. Not I didn't go up. I didn't go up all the way. There's a ton. There's a ton. Okay, starting off with Reign of Rhyme. I actually have this skin for my main account. 15% infantry health. He has the Watts skin, which gives 15% archer health, 15% cavalry, attack with Call of Eternity, Esmeralda Shade Howl, which gives 15% defense for cavalry, 8% troop defense, 15% archer attack, 10% archer health, 10% infantry defense, 10% infantry health, 15% infantry attack, 15% infantry defense. I think he might have like every skin that gets. Wait, did I skip? I don't know if I skipped, because I don't think I saw this. Of course he has Sands of Time, 15% troop attack. I don't know if I skipped some of these. He has 3% defense, 3% healing speed. I mean, he has basically every single skin that gives different attributes or stats. I think he's pretty much like complete in that regard. I mean, I love this skin. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my god, what else am I missing? Because this is such an insane account. Wow, this is such an insane account. Well, this is only the start, because yes, SuperCow has a 230 million power account with 111 billion kill points. This isn't his only account, because we are going to look at his KVK2 account here. Let's go and swap over.